transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show! It is time for the ThinkSoJoE Show. John Slower III's going to show up, but he's not here yet. We do have the Last Rain in studio. You guys have a vocal mic back there somewhere.
Oh, I just saw it. It's right here.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Hello, test, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
we can hear. I can hear you.
Oh.
I literally just got those mics. Like, there is a 4-pack, but like, I already had 3 mics hooked up. So.
Nice.
That's nice.
That's cool.
It'll get the job done. I think it's going to go
Yeah.
into our in-ear rack, so that way we don't got to run any wires at band practice. But for now, it works for having you guys on the show.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank
Joe's
you.
not. Oh, Joey's on camera. Okay. I'm like, Joe's not even on camera. I thought he was behind my chair. No, he is right here. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Brian. I am, I guess, the founding
You
member.
do have a microphone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can hear you. But
Okay. Brian, I'm the founding member. Started the band back in 2015, and I play alt guitar and write the music as well.
My name's Lauren. I joined back in January of this year. I'm the vocalist, and I'm having a great time.
Hey guys, I'm Joe. I play bass. I've been in the band for a little over 2 years now, right? Something like
January 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Right before we started recording Evolution.
that. Yeah, right before Evolution, going on about
Been on
2
3
years. Oh, 3 years, yeah, okay.
No, it would be 2 years.
Two?
Sorry, just under 2
Something like that. Yeah, math is hard.
and we also we share a bass player. Joe is also in the Living Brain Dead.
Yeah.
Our group chat on Facebook is actually called the Living Rain Dead. It was Brain Shambles when we had Ryan from Shambles in it, and then Joe joins. Like, well, I guess we're the Living Rain Dead now. So
That's awesome.
John's driving fast and bitching about headphones. They are on the way here, I guess.
Headphones.
Yes, there is a Joe and a Brian in this band, just like there used to be in the Living Brain Dead and on this show. Dewey is begging me to talk about the Trapped show last night, which I didn't go to. I don't think anybody did.
Oh, we kept hearing people talk about it on Facebook. I didn't even realize it was happening. Until I saw it like yesterday.
I knew it was happening. I actually ended up getting banned from the blocked by the Showplace Theater Facebook page, just because I asked how many people were there. I just wanted to know. I saw a picture. It was not. I saw a picture. It was not that many.
Yeah, not surprised.
Have you been to Showplace since they renovated it?
I have not.
It's pretty nice in there.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I was there, back when it was still almost a theater, and I
Sure.
played my first show there. And now I'm blocked from seeing their posts on Facebook. So
That's funny.
Nice.
Ooh. how will I know where the bands that aren't getting booked by FTMP are playing?
Right. I don't even know who books really for Showplace.
I have no idea.
I know that it's basically privately owned. I think they just kind of pick shows that they want to do. At least that's the last I heard about it. Since they renovated.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I keep seeing shows, but it's never shows I want to go to.
Yeah.
So
I went to one of the first shows there when it came back, and it was a government show. I'm with the government and Long Cold Dark, Dreadnecks, and another band.
now, see, that's a show I would have gone to.
Yeah, I mean this is going back 6 years.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good show. But it's kind of neat because they actually have like this catwalk runway. It kind of sticks out.
That's
and then
fun.
Big side of each side of the stage, and it sounds pretty decent. I mean, it's a neat place, I guess. You've probably never even been there, right?
I've never been there because
Lauren's not from here.
I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I'm an outsider.
Did you ever play there?
I'm a
I've
Floridian.
never been to Showcase
Oh.
either.
Showplace.
Showplace.
That's how bad it is. He can't get the name right.
I just went to Tudor Lounge for the first time.
That was your first time there?
Ever, yeah. It was awesome. Window stage.
It's so small.
So did you even know what you were gonna get? Did you even look up photos or anything?
No idea.
I kind of gave him a little bit of a warning before we got there. Like,
said it
yeah,
was
dude, the stage is
small.
like this high,
Yeah,
and there's
I
still
had-
stairs.
I had the vision of the stage being like the size of this room, and it was actually
That's pretty close.
surprisingly. It was a little bigger than I expected, I would say.
Of course, you and I have wirelesses, so we were able to just go through the whole venue if we wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Is Chris working?
Yeah.
I mean, he's always.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's never not there.
Yeah, but we had Jay for sound, right? He doesn't usually do sound there. Does he?
No, today is not a call-in show. No, Jay's not usually there. We had Jay Wright from On the Cinder did sound for us this weekend.
Yeah, he did a really good job. Sounded good.
I got called out last night, and I can't see this dude's posts because I'm not friends with him, and his posts are private. But I got a screenshot sent to me, said that I was bragging because I said we had 72 people at the show. Like, oh, you got this promoter, he's bragging, he got 72 people at the show. That's an L, dude. That's the on a Saturday night.
The
Wow.
max capacity
Wow,
of
dude.
Tudor is 50 people. I saw it on the
That's
thing.
packed.
That's true.
That's
That is true.
packed show.
It's only
That-
50.
It said like 48. Or
Yeah,
something.
there is a
that.
sign right on the wall that says like 48 people or something
I
like
was
that.
like, damn, we have way
But yeah,
more
we-
than that.
Yeah, we
Also, what an attitude to have. Come on.
Yeah.
Where's the optimism?
Yeah, it was so. But he was like, "Oh, you got promoter number 0 who's booking Trapped at Showplace, and then you got this other guy who didn't do any promotion, wondered why he got 7 people at the show, and then you got this other guy bragging about 72 people." It's like, dude, if like one, I don't consider myself a promoter anymore. This was the first show I've booked in a year. 2, like last year when we tried to do this same show, we got one person paid through the door. So, yeah, I'm going to take my 72 people, and I'm not counting that as an L. That's a redemption story right there. So,
Yes.
that
definitely.
the retired promoter who's saying all this shit,
That's.
just DM me next time, dude.
I think that's the.
But you don't get the dopamine
I
Well,
guess.
yeah.
from the
I mean,
interactions and the
That's
reactions.
the problem.
That's
Nobody
part
ever
of
wants
it.
to even try to have a conversation and squash things. They just want to. They want to blast social media and throw people under the bus, and because they get no repercussions, especially if you're blocked from them and things like that.
Right.
The thing is, it's not even worth engaging either. It's especially not publicly. So
And literally, the only reason I mentioned the 72 people was because normally I wouldn't go through numbers. I wouldn't talk about how much money anybody made or anything like that. But the main reason I went through that was we charged $7 at the door for 72 people. That's a total of $504, which means we would not be able to buy a ticket to any of the Taylor Swift shows.
Hello? Holy fuck.
All right.
It's crowded.
We've got
we can definitely
we've got
switch.
co-hosts. Co-hosts have finally arrived, way after the guests. Let me get those out of the way here.
Holy shit.
John's gonna steal the chair I put for Jill, so John can take my microphone. John, you can take this one, turn that one on for Jill, hand it to her. And I'm gonna keep using. I got the Rode mic here. And
what's up?
Hello.
How's it going, Brian?
Jill.
Jill.
Lauren,
What's up, man, Jill?
my hands are full. Nice to meet you.
she's holding the mic for everybody, which is actually good because that thing makes a lot of noise when you pass it around. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of glad you're hanging on to it. What's up?
Is it
It's
picking all this
yeah,
up? Yeah.
well enough. You guys could hear when you were on the way, right? You were watching. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, I gotta unmute you guys too. Here we go.
But it's gonna be like in my face. Here we go. Right there.
Yeah, just that works. All right. Cool.
Spill my coffee, I murder you. Murder.
So this is what happens when we try to stick 6 people in a studio.
It's very cozy.
Hi.
It's not
We need
unbearable.
pumpkin.
Is that one of the cats?
Yeah. This is the big fat fluffy one.
Oh yeah.
Always saw him when
Yeah.
What a cutie. Oh my gosh. That was Pumpkin who we saw?
The big fat.
The
It was
big-
like whitish,
Fluffy.
White
orange.
orange.
Yes, yes.
The other one's kind of scurry away, so it was probably. Pumpkin.
Okay, yeah. Pumpkin.
The big
So-
fluffy orange one, that's Snowball that Jill calls Pumpkin.
I call him pumpkin.
Oh, so,
Oh, okay.
Pumpkin's not the name.
I thought that might
Alright.
have been slow.
It's actually pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm
I had a
Not
kid
very
who's
clever.
no
Oh,
but it's a
sorry.
tuxedo
I
kid.
might have scuffed your boot.
Oh, it's fine. They are scuffed because I'm clumsy as hell. So.
Aw, so are you.
Hey, buddy.
It is warm in here. It is tight in here, and John is wearing a leather jacket and a
I
hoodie.
picked the wrong time.
He ran in here. He opened the door, shut
Probably
it.
one of
just-
those
just
dual things,
jetted.
right?
Just left me
Yeah,
locked
man.
in the
Oh
car.
no, it is too. It's both.
As long as that hall door got shut, everything's cool. So.
I shut it.
Okay.
Did I shut it good? I don't know. We'll find out in 10 minutes.
I might just have Brian keep peeking out the door just to make sure that hall door stays closed. But
You'll hear cats mating if it's not.
right, exactly. That's why the door stays closed. Anyway,
So are they y'all's cats?
they're my cats.
They're your cats. Okay.
Okay, I was
Okay.
gonna say she doesn't live here. Anyway. This is your place,
Okay.
right?
I'm the only human that lives here.
Gotcha. Okay. I
These
have a
two.
cat too.
We
And
just-
also Brian's a big cat person. You're among comrades.
Good. I'm usually with a dog person every week. Yeah, buy our merch.
Dog people. I have a cat though.
Jill's going right for the candy jar.
Dude, I just got a filling yesterday. Of course
Did
I
you?
did. I gotta
Okay.
fuck it up with candy.
Of course.
Ugh.
I still have a silver cap from when I was a kid.
I didn't
Oh,
get
nice.
silver.
Yeah,
Classy broad.
that's what they used to do back in the
How
day.
have I never seen that? What the hell?
Yo,
Oh,
bud.
I never noticed that. That was cool. You've got like a Terminator.
Got my
tooth.
mouth thing.
I want one of those.
They give you kind of like. Who eats fireballs?
It's the Sweetwater pack.
Yeah, it is the Sweetwater. It's
Oh
exactly the
my
Sweetwater pack.
gosh.
That's what. That's
Yes.
exactly what it is.
But like, do people still do
Did you eat all the
fireballs?
Laffy Taffy?
There was some in there. I think I got the last one yesterday.
What's the green one?
Some kind of mint.
What
Yeah.
level of customer
Would you
loyalty
want
do you need to
to
get the Sweetwater jar?
What's at the
You have
bottom?
to. They didn't
Oh,
send
wow,
me
I didn't
candy
realize
with
the
an
Sweetwater
order.
jar.
You have to knock it.
Oh, it's a root beer.
And I went
Wow,
on.
these are some like 90s candies.
I went on Twitter and I'm like, hey, I didn't get candy with my order. What's up with that? And they were like, DM us. We'll take care of it. I'm like, what?
You're like, right away,
Over this
sir.
little bag of candy.
I love that.
So I DM'd them. I'm like, I don't know what I want you to do about this, but I didn't get candy. They're like, we got it. Next thing I know, I have a shipment coming from Sweetwater.
Awesome.
And I unboxed it on camera. Had this big ass jar of candy.
Did you know it was a jar of candy when you opened it?
I assumed it was gonna be candy, but I didn't know it was gonna be a jar of candy.
Oh, wrong side.
They take this sweet part very seriously.
Yeah.
Apparently so. Everybody's throwing clown emojis at you in the chat, John.
I see that.
Did she just put her garbage in your
I
jacket?
Yeah,
absolutely
she did.
Oh
How
my
many watchers
God.
are on there right now?
Typical Jill.
I have no idea.
Oh, it doesn't give a number? Oh, okay.
Nah.
Is Laura on?
You
Laura's
see what
on.
you started, Sam?
Yeah, Laura just sent some clown
See what you
emojis.
started,
I told some
Sam?
coworkers to troll us. I don't know if they will.
Fuck.
This is streaming on Facebook, right?
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Okay, I was gonna ask about Twitch. Cool.
And Twitch.
And
And
Twitch,
Discord, isn't it?
yep. We do have a Discord server, and I got it set up so look at all the clown emojis here, John.
Yeah. 'Cause
All the
it's
clown
Sam's
emojis in the
fault.
Discord.
You're really
Sam's
close
All
to
the
that
chat goes to
fucking
the-
thing.
Discord.
What'd you get for
You're like,
DoorDash?
boom! Right in there. Get in there, John. Get on in there.
I heard a question from the back here.
Yeah, something about DoorDash.
What'd you order on DoorDash? I see your order there.
McDonald's. It's National Fast Food Day.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
This is America. Every day is National Fast Food Day.
This is true.
We're getting chicken nuggets after this.
I had my very first McRib,
Yes.
and I thought it was terrible.
I did.
I had mine a few years ago, and I also thought it was terrible.
Like,
So-
I don't understand what the big deal is.
It is literally like, you ever have like the frozen rib sandwiches from like 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
Oh,
I just don't. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get the hype over it.
I saw that. I mean, they've said that they're gonna never bring it back before, so I'm sure this isn't its final
Yeah.
farewell tour. But I feel like that was the one reason why I kind of tried. I'm like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
Explorers.
Yeah,
it's finally.
I think she's
doing
asking
a
about
fair-
me because I'm on the right.
the questions are in a different spot now.
No, they're in the same spot.
Oh, I was reading them down at the bottom. What does that say? Who is the guy in front on the right? Oh.
You got Mark Strickland in the chat. He says nothing sexier than a bass player.
Hell yeah.
Everyone look at
They're
Joe.
good with their fingers. I mean, come on.
A bass player that's shared between everybody else in the room. So
Right?
we have a lot in common
who's
with
a
you
band
guys,
whore?
actually.
I get around. Yeah.
We started working on an 80s cover album a couple of years ago, and the next thing I know, next thing I know, you guys are putting one out, which is called Just Too Darn Loud, of course, a reference to Back to the Future. We were already playing Earth Angel off of Back to the Future.
Really? Nice.
And then I nixed it like an asshole.
So when Joe first came into the band, he was playing that, and also had you guys were doing The Power of Love.
Yeah,
right.
That's the one we do on. Yeah, that's the one we do on the album.
Yeah.
We open it with the solo during the Battle of the Bands in the movie, which is not a part of the original song.
Right.
I've seen other cool renditions where they have like the Back to the Future theme that goes into Huey Lewis's Power of Love, which is I consider doing that too, but I kind of wanted to do that solo, not the Enchantment Under the Sea dance solo, but the one like at the very beginning of the Back to the Future movie.
Right at the point, at the point where Huey Lewis is in the movie.
Right, yeah, exactly. The scene
And
that
says you're
Huey
just
Lewis
too darn
is in the
loud.
movie.
Hence the name of the album.
That's who
Is
says.
he one of the like judges?
He's
judges
the-
with the mic.
Yes.
He's the
microphone.
one who
Yes.
says you're just too darn loud.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
She's picking it all up now.
I am.
Funny enough, I almost watched Back to the Future last night. It was on TV. I'm like,
I love those.
I got work to
movies.
do.
Oh my god.
It's probably my favorite trilogy.
You got your own.
My
Yeah, absolutely.
Least
Fantastic.
favorite is Back to the Future 2. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Soaked in nicotine.
I mean, I'd say my favorite is Back to the Future too, but they're all awesome.
That one's your favorite.
two, yeah.
Oh, okay.
she said that's her least
That's
favorite.
my
So
least favorite one.
Oh, that's your least
We're
favorite.
diametrically opposed.
I also don't understand why 3 gets so much flack.
I don't.
I
3
love
is
it.
my least favorite.
Well,
Really?
I would say, but I mean, would you say it's a bad movie? A lot
I
of
wouldn't
people
say it's
think
a bad
sucks.
movie.
You know, people can
It's your
just
least
shit on that one
favorite.
constantly.
The first one is obviously the best.
Right.
But come on now. You can't really compete with it.
Joe is.
I mean, you can't have one without 2. So.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Which one? Me?
Is it weird calling someone else Joe, or is it easier because you only have to remember one name?
My nickname's actually Shane.
We call him
Yeah,
Shane.
Shane.
No way, really?
I don't know why. Someone called me Shane at a show, and
You so are not a Shane.
really, they said I was a Shane. I don't know.
I don't believe it. My husband's name is John too. And one time Brian was just like, "What's up, Dave?" And it
Oh,
just
really?
kind of stuck. So now my John is
And
Dave.
not intentional either. I
No,
just
not
completely
at all.
blanked on his name.
It's just like Dave. Yeah. So.
I did that to the guitar player from the Scarecrow show once. I was, hey guys, what's going on? And I called him, his name's Vincent. I think I called him, what the fuck did I call him? I can't remember what the fuck I called him, but I definitely called him the wrong name.
Something not even close to.
Not even
Vincent.
close.
That's
No,
that's
his
funniest
name-
when
his-
it's like so far away.
Now I can't think of his actual name. I called him Vincent, but that's not his name. And he was like, he was asking the other guys in the band, like, does Joe hate me?
Oh.
Like, nah, dude, I just blanked on your name, which I'm doing again right now, and I feel bad. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
watching, so it's okay. Vinny, that's it.
Vincenzo? It's Vincenzo.
That's right, Vinny. Yeah, no, I called him.
I get to hide in the bag.
Is that his name? I don't fucking know. I called him the wrong name. I think I called him Anthony.
Oh.
I think I got confused with him and like this 10-second songs guy, Anthony Vincent.
Oh my god, I love that guy.
Right. So I got the names mixed up, and
Then
yeah.
it was like a compliment, even.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just me completely blanking on his name, and yeah.
Do they look alike?
Top speed for the DeLorean is 85, though they had to go 88. I'm sure it was modified. I mean, Doc Brown was a scientist, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he probably put some extra thrusters
John's
in there or
trying. I
something.
believe John is trying to block Jill from the camera.
No, he's trying to make me visible.
Oh, Jill's trying to hide behind
Heard of
John,
a show
and he's
called
trying to
Crazy
not let her.
Ex-Girlfriend?
Yeah, that,
I heard of a movie. Is where she's like a superhuman.
Oh,
She
no.
like fucks shit up.
Oh, I remember that one.
I don't know that one.
Wasn't that Jay Baruchel in that?
Wonderful
That really scrawny
show.
actor?
Who?
Jay Baruchel, wasn't he the main guy in that?
Wasn't the girl the chick from that movie where she's in a full yellow suit?
Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Uma Thurman.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Uma Thurman. It was her,
Uma
yeah.
Thurman, right?
I was reading the chat. I wasn't paying attention to the conversation. I just heard girl in a yellow suit, like Kill Bill. Like,
Yeah, that
that's
one.
the one.
That's the one.
I remember that old YouTube video, that like crazy ex-girlfriend video. She had the really wide eyes.
Is that me?
Kind of looked like that, but that's what kind of popped in my head when you said that.
I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. There's a show called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's like a if you like musicals, you will like it. If you hate musicals, you will hate this show. There's a lot of musical numbers. It's very funny. And the lead actor, I can't remember her actual last name, but in the show, her character's name is Rebecca Bunch. Bunch. Anyway, you look very similar to her. You look just like her. That's a compliment.
I'm gonna look her up.
You remind me of her so much. Like, oh my gosh, you both have like these blue eyes and like the dark hair and the wavy hair. Just uncanny. Anyway, carry on. It's a really fucking good show.
Googling
I recommend it.
While I'm hidden, I'm gonna Google
If you
it.
like musicals.
John loves musicals.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
You do?
No.
I like Rock of Ages or whatever.
He used to be a dancer.
That's the only
He
Broadway
loves
show I've ever
musicals.
seen.
It's the only musical.
John tap
I've
dances.
ever
Like actual
enjoyed.
Broadway.
No way.
I used
That's
to.
cool.
I used
actual
to.
Broadway.
For 10 years.
So Tom Cruise did it.
I know,
You
I
don't
know,
just-
I
you
know
don't
who's
just
in
forget
on the
it.
big
Wait,
stage.
what?
Yeah,
Tom
well, I'm
Cruise
just-
did a musical? What?
Yeah, it's Rock. He did the movie version of Rock of Ages.
Yeah, the adaptation.
Wow.
Adaptation.
Adaptation.
Laura says that John only likes Taylor Swift.
Yes.
She said what?
Laura said John only likes Taylor Swift.
I was actually pretty bummed too, because that was the only
He
Broadway
actually
show I've
likes
seen.
Demi Lovato too.
And
Yeah, she
the
kicked
Rock of
ass.
Ages one, and the lead was Dee Snider, but he was actually sick that time,
Oh no.
and I had his understudy.
Oh. So I didn't know Dee Snider had been on Broadway.
Bingo.
That
musical.
is so awesome.
Rachel Bloom.
I can reach him.
So,
You're so close to me, you can reach the guitar picks now.
Yeah?
Wicked.
It's like
Was
you're
that
going
here?
old school.
Yeah, I had to go. Well, I
actually
gave you
went
guys
to
those
the-
mics, and I gave them one of our new wireless mics. So
Cool.
She's got big boobs though.
I'm gonna. She does. She has a song about it in the show.
Well, now I have to see.
Yeah, I'll show you the one song.
So like you.
Yes, I think,
My boobs aren't
shit.
that big.
I'm talking about the face.
But look at she like holds them up with I don't know what that is. Blanket.
Oh my God, Rachel Bloom. That's her name. Yeah.
Do not know that actress.
She really likes Tata towels. She's got a whole page of Tata
That-
towels.
Is that what those are called?
I guess so. It says it. Tata towels.
Wonder
Everyone
if
Google
anyone in
Tata
the
towels.
Chat knows about that.
Sounds like a Shark Tank.
I feel like I need those though. Oh my God.
I don't have enough
Where,
tit to
where
hold
can
them
we
up.
where can we buy those?
welcome to the Everybody Looks at Jill's Phone show.
Get on it.
Do you and Brian have the same phone case? I think you do. You both have like a purple.
I think it is the same colors,
Oh.
just much
Aw.
smaller.
different phone, same case. More things we have in common with you guys.
Walmart phone.
Purple is also just the best color, so you know.
Be quiet. Speak.
Yeah, John's barely said a word since
Yes.
since he got here.
That's what I do. Kind of quiet.
It's like
Did you have a long day?
What?
Did you have a long day?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to get here.
He's driving like a maniac.
Where from?
Lockport.
Lockport. Yeah.
Oh God. There is no easy way to get here from Lockport.
We'll get John to talk.
We should
John,
get anywhere.
would you rather have your crush date your best friend or your worst enemy?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Who asked?
Yeah, that's
that?
a really good question.
Oh,
Oh, it's
I
the
would
would you rather
say-
bot in the Discord.
I would say my best friend.
Why?
I don't know that.
I would think the worst enemy because then when
Worst
you steal her,
enemy, yeah.
it's a big win.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The best if the best friend dates her, then you can never date her.
Yeah.
Bro
And then
code,
also
bro.
she's gonna be
Bro
around a
code.
lot.
And she's
Yeah.
gonna be around her. Exactly.
Yeah.
I had
worst enemy.
so much more of a wholesome rationale behind it. Wow. I'm thinking like, well, if it's my crush and my best friend, I want them both to be happy, and I love them both. So if they date each other, they'll be like the best of everything. But then that's also,
She's way too nice. Get her out of here.
Yeah.
you
Tell me
know,
about it.
it's also good to be like, no, I'm going to fight for this person. Don't be a doormat.
Worst enemy.
You're going worst enemy?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll switch it.
I think I would go worst enemy. Because like if she dates the best friend, you can't date her ever. That's it.
Unless your best friend becomes your enemy.
Right.
True. She has a
That
point.
relationship just has to end.
And if your enemy,
Then you can do
what
it
if your enemy that they're dating then becomes your friend over time? Then
What if you fuck the enemy?
oh my god.
Yeah.
What if you and the enemy and your crush are in a polyamorous triangle?
We've expanded on this. Would you rather? John's
Sorry,
baffled.
John.
John's
It's all
just
good.
like,
It's all good.
You want to take your leather coat off? You're feeling warm. That question got you
yeah.
sweating.
John, you got 4 minutes till the
You're
song
right, I
break.
like
You
this
can
feeling.
survive
I
for
can
4
survive
minutes
4
before
minutes.
you before you start making all kinds of noise taking off your jacket and everything. So you got
All
4
right.
minutes. You can
4
make this.
minutes.
Like 4 or 5 songs, right? Not of ours, just in general.
4 songs throughout the show, yeah.
Okay.
So
John, talk.
John, talk. Hi. Hi, Laura.
I
What's my
have the I'm
question,
having a
Laura?
good
Laura
time.
still hasn't sent me nudes, bitch.
Are you the star of the show?
Here's John.
Fortunately, I'm not
Here's
the
John
star of
right
the show.
now. Good call. Nope, wrong one.
No, wrong one.
I thought it was I'm having a good time, not it was good call.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm not the star of the show. This guy is. I'm
These
just
guys are
I'm-
today.
Yeah, they
We
are.
got the Last Rain in studio.
I'm just
Promoting
a-
their new single that we're going to be playing in about half an hour here. And
What does this do?
that plays video games on the Switch.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they made one of those.
They got them, they got the Nintendo ones, the Super Nintendo ones, the N64 one, and I think they made a Genesis one.
What about GameCube? That's like my favorite controller.
No, they
Pretty
didn't do a
similar
game.
to the N64.
Yeah,
Those
they,
touch things.
well, they don't have the. So it's like all the consoles that they have the virtual console for on the
Yeah.
Switch. They made controllers for.
Which, I mean, what is it, $10 a year or something like that for the subscription? It's
Yeah, I think it's like
Buster!
I think it's like 20 to get the
I need
N64
that
and the
for my
Genesis
game.
ones,
Okay,
but
yeah.
like yeah,
I'm going
It's not-
out
it's
like
reasonable.
Aaron Carter.
I just go with the
Too soon?
Nintendo, Super Nintendo ones anyways. I mean, Super Nintendo has probably like 3 of my all-time favorite games. Link to the Past, Super Metroid, and Mega Man X.
I just been playing like Super Mario Brothers
I
nonstop.
to touch everything. These are the
Those are
tiniest
classics, too.
glasses I've ever seen in my life.
So are you excited
Actually-
about the new Mario movie?
I'm. It looks interesting.
I mean, it's animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, I think most people are weird about Chris Pratt's voice.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Oh god.
In the
good look
trailer,
on you,
he
John.
just sounded like Chris Pratt.
Hiding
He
your
didn't
laser
sound like
eyes.
Mario. So
I think they thought that it
It's
would
an
be-
animated film. You couldn't just get the voice of Mario to play Mario.
I'm pretty
read
sure he's
some-
still like around and
Can
doing
we
and
some
working and
crush?
stuff.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
why wouldn't he do that?
Recent crush, best friend, and you. What the hell's that?
Crush about the thing, threesome with the crush of the best friend and you, as opposed to the enemy in the enemy in the crush and you.
Joe, are you friends, hockey fans?
Our friends, are you guys hockey fans?
Oh,
I don't know enough about hockey, but when I watch it, I find it very entertaining.
I'm not a big sports guy, but
don't do
I've
sports.
been to some pretty iconic Sabres games when I was a kid. I don't know who knows about Clint Malarchuk.
You were at that
I
game?
was at that game.
Damn, dude.
Okay, can you tell the
When
story?
you got sliced up.
Well, it's not really a big story. Clint Malarchuk was the goalie of the Sabres. I actually went to school with his daughter, Julie, and my dad used to get tickets for games at the Yacht, Buffalo Memorial Auditorium, which has been torn down, obviously, for the last 20 years. Anyway, so we were there, and at one point, actually, this incident is the reason why they have neck guards now for the goalie masks, because a blade went up, cut his throat, blood all over the ice. They say that if he had been on, so only one side has the door where like the Zamboni comes out and everything. If he had been on the wrong side of the ice, he would have died. So he did live.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
thank
the
God.
story goes that the Sabres trainer came in and just stuck his thumb right in there
Right,
and like
yeah.
blocked him from bleeding out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hardcore.
And the same thing later happened at what's now KeyBank Center in a game against the Florida Panthers where Richard Zednik took a skate to the throat from his own teammate on accident.
My sister was at that game.
I just remember watching it on TV and it's like, oh shit, this dude's
You're
about to
bringing
die.
bad luck to these hockey games. You and
Yeah,
your
right.
family. Damn it, Brian. When I go to see a hockey game, I'm going to see your face with a circle and a line through it. Just do not let this man into the game.
We're going to get to some music so John can take his jacket off and be more comfortable. We're going to play a song from Lower Town Trio, who are performing Friday night as part of the Rockabilly Freak Show at Mohawk Place, 47 East Mohawk Street here in Buffalo, with the Gravediggers and Cleveland's Lords of the Highway. That show at 7 p.m., $10, 18 and up with your ID. This is the Lower Town Trio, and this song is called Remember Your Name on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
Love is a game. It's always the same. It's all a part of the tolerable pain. Thinking of you makes me blue. What else is a broken heart supposed to do? Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Anger flows, sadness glows. Oh, that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. Through my heart, at your feet, you watch it burn, and you think it's me. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why do you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. You can't run, you can't hide from the feelings that you have inside. It doesn't stop, it doesn't go away. Maybe I'll see you again some other day. Well, I'm tired of feeling lonely. Why did you make me feel this way? I don't wanna feel the same anymore, and I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name. Well, I don't wanna remember your name.
All right, we're back. That was Lower Town Trio, the song called Remember Your Name. They're playing Friday night as part of the Rockabilly
Now
Freak
you're
Show
in
at
the
Mohawk
shot
Place,
more.
47 East Mohawk Street in Buffalo, with the Gravediggers and Cleveland's Lords of the Highway. I could just maybe move this over here and see it better. I'm like trying to look around my mic stand. All right, there we go. John and Jill are now sharing a chair. Let's see if that lasts the rest of the show.
We're gonna fucking bust it.
Like he was stabbing
It's
me.
going down.
We're trying not to bump the camera because it was shaking the whole first segment there.
John's clumsy.
Saw a pretty killer show. It was more of a psychobilly show like 20 years ago at Mohawk. It was the Priests and Bloody Hollies. Bloody Hollies is still technically around. Went to high school with the brother of one of the guys. Anyway, the Priests was fucking awesome. Super cool.
It's always fun to find a good rockabilly show. So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a fun show.
that's a cool one to go to Friday. I'm supposed to be going to the Shambles show at Good Bar, but I really don't like downstairs at Good Bar. That's a tight squeeze. That's like worse than Tudor was the other day when we had it
Yeah.
almost full, over capacity apparently,
Yeah.
according to the sign.
I used to go 15 years ago. Like that was the regular spot for me and a bunch of friends because they still do karaoke on Friday nights?
Yes, I think they do it. They do it one of the nights. I don't know which night. I think it's Thursdays.
This was Fridays, and it was for like a year or two with me and my friends. And we'd go constantly, and it was packed every Friday. Just packed. You'd get maybe one song in if you were lucky. Those are good times.
Where is John's? Where is your jacket? Did you throw it on the table? It's on the table.
Yeah.
It's behind. It's behind them.
It'll make an appearance soon with the
Joe, tell us what your favorite hockey puck is. I have one that's full color living brain dead hockey puck that I got off Etsy. Somebody made it for me. We sell black and white ones.
Oh, you do?
We sell them through merch.livingbraindead.com. No, excuse me, shop.livingbraindead.com.
So there's a made to order.
And we have them on hand.
Oh, you did get some? That's
Yeah. So if you guys want them, I have them in the next room over. So I got to dig for them because I moved a lot of shit out of here to go in there. But
Chill. Cut it
I
out.
shoved my finger up his ass and he didn't like it.
Johnny Mercury says, best rockabilly band, the Reverend Horton Heat.
Yeah, I was going to mention them. I've seen them a few times, and they tend to tour a lot with the legendary Shack Shakers, who are also fucking awesome. If he hasn't seen the Shack Shakers, he should definitely check them out.
I'm gonna keep clicking this Would You Rather bot until I get a decent question, because that one sucked. Would you rather get compliments, John, from everyone but your crush, or get compliments from only your crush?
I liked mine better.
We always make him think. He's always thinking.
He gets uncomfortable.
I would
when
say
someone does
compliments from everybody but my crush.
Okay. I think that's probably what I would go with, too.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Compliments from your crush or everybody but your crush?
Are we talking about like an unrequited crush, like someone you
I would imagine
want
if they're
to
not-
be with but are not?
I would imagine if they're not giving you compliments, that would be an unrequited crush, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Not
I think she
necessarily.
means if it's somebody that could eventually
Yeah. Is it
become
like
a person of interest. You
like
know what I mean?
does my husband count as my crush? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Sure.
Okay, I would rather get compliments from only my crush.
Okay.
Because like that's someone whose opinion I actually give a fuck about, you know. Who if I don't know you, I don't give a shit. Probably, I take criticism, but like your opinion probably isn't important. So,
Nah, fucking stroke my ego.
Same.
so would you say you want compliments from everybody?
I don't know.
About your
I
crush?
think it's tough because like, would that then stem into your music? Because then if you're
Ah.
only getting compliments from your crush, then how would you perform as a musician?
Well, how much of your like self-esteem is? Oh, well, I guess like you're never getting compliments about your music. You're never getting compliments about your.
Right. That's kind of
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
It would impact your whole.
So now compliments in that scenario would that would include applause, wouldn't it? So like
right.
You're on
Yeah.
stage and you're playing to
Nobody
dead
does
silence.
anything.
You might get somebody booing because they genuinely didn't like you, but like the people who like you can't compliment you because now you are cursed to only be complimented by your crush. Yeah, that might be
Oh,
might be
you guys are bringing
devastating.
up points now.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's a good question. Then what do we consider a compliment, right? Like,
You got a big dick.
I mean,
It's average.
yeah, the size is not important. You really need to hammer that home. It's the motion of the ocean.
Jill is tormenting John silently right now.
I can't see her other hand, so I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what she's
It's like
doing.
he's trying to show it with his ass.
I was gonna say I wouldn't do that. I can't imagine what the swamp ass he's probably dealing with.
He was wearing a heavy jacket and a hoodie just a few minutes ago
I mean, that's like
in this warm ass room.
stink palming yourself. Who remembers that from
I'll
Mallrats?
slap him in the face afterwards.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
Good old Rooker.
Facial hair is more important than dick size.
What?
That's what the chat says. Laura says, "John, you look beautiful today." So you're already getting everybody but your crush.
John is looking more comfortable.
The smiley face. Yeah, you are looking more comfortable. Not.
Your hair, it's driving me nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're sweating.
Sweltering in you.
It is warm in here.
This is a person who keeps trying to get me to do this polar plunge thing.
Yeah, no,
And Brian's like, "Are you gonna do polar plunge? Are you gonna do polar plunge?"
Nuts.
I'm like, "I'm from Florida.
Okay.
I don't have a
cookies.
good like tolerance to cold necessarily, so no, I probably won't do it." And he's like, "Come on, it'll be fun."
To be fair-
and admittedly, it does sound really fun.
I pester every single one of my friends because this will be my
Yes,
12th
yes,
to 13th
yes.
year doing it. It's fucking awesome. If anybody
mean-
has never done it here in Alcott, it's a blast.
I mean, I'm from Buffalo and I won't fucking do it because no.
I'm from Barker, which is right by Alcott.
I don't.
Have you ever done it?
I don't like.
No?
I don't like
Have you
cold.
ever like tailgated then?
Oh, I've been there every year. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never gone
You just
in.
won't
I-
do the actual plunge.
Then
part.
we probably run into each other then, or at least cross paths.
Yeah, I've just never done it. I've meant to a couple times.
This year, Last Rain and Living Brain Dead. All do it together.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I can't even take a cold shower, let alone jump in the.
Oh my god, the last brain. That's what the merge is called, the last brain.
He said their chat's called. Oh, you were here when he said it.
Yeah, the Living Rain
Living
Dead.
Rain Dead.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I love it.
Is the Floridian ready for multiple feet of snow? Multiple feet is in quotes.
Oh, yes. I mean, I've been living up north since 2015 and in Buffalo since 2018, so I've gotten like some winter experience. And I was actually telling Brian, I drove across the state in a blizzard a couple of years ago. I was doing a powerlifting meet and drove my little Kia hatchback across from Albany to here in a horrible blizzard. So I am somewhat prepared.
Okay, that's good.
I keep a blanket in my car because my father-in-law told me to.
I mean,
And
to be
he's
honest, I mean,
from the north, so he's like, make sure you keep a blanket in your car for emergencies.
it's actually
I'm
not
like,
a
"All
terrible
right."
idea because you never
Yeah.
know when you're gonna get stuck on the thruway and stuff.
Exactly,
Like
exactly.
that. Even
And
if
that-
you're
yeah.
conditioned to the cold like I am, like if I was stranded on the highway for 2 days, I would need a blanket
Right,
eventually.
not minding the cold doesn't mean the cold still won't kill you.
Right, exactly.
Doesn't care if you like it. Might just make your death a little more nice,
Palatable.
a little more chill, if you will.
Johnny Mercury in the chat, who's from Virginia, is saying, "Thank God, another person from the South. Woohoo!"
Yes, you have another Southerner who loves sweet tea.
Are these what kind of geographic locations are your viewers usually?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
John's from he's from Virginia. We've got Laura. She's living in the UK right now,
Oh, nice.
or at least she was. I don't know if she still is. Mostly Buffalo, but
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
we occasionally get people from Idaho who used to live here.
Yeah.
Awesome. retaining listeners even after they move away. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
we got a record company from St. Louis who watches us almost every week, so
That's cool.
it's cool.
Yeah.
We're always like trying to shill our shit to them,
Right.
like Tim,
Sign
you want to
us.
sign us?
Sign us. Please.
But yeah, actually, the story with that was Working Class Stiffs put out a vinyl, and it got delayed. And he was like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry." He was the one putting out the vinyl. I was like, I can't get it to you. It's not going to get pressed until a couple of months from now. But let me send you some stuff. Like, all right, cool. So he sends me like a Ningwood Records T-shirt. And I'm like, I got it on a Wednesday. I'm like, I'm going to wear this on the podcast today. And he goes, cool. What's the where do I watch the podcast? And he's been watching pretty much ever since. I don't think he's here today, but
That's cool.
Laura wants to know, but where is John from?
I'm from Niagara Falls, New York, but I live in Lockport.
Why?
I don't have a choice.
Why does anyone live anywhere, Brian?
Yes. Joe's from Niagara Falls.
I am from Niagara Falls, and
She's from
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I move a lot.
it
she moves a
took me
lot.
forever to get out of Niagara Falls, but I'm never going back.
New Mexico, Maine.
Wow.
Loved New Mexico.
Johnny Mercury lived in Chicago for a while due to his evil ex-wife, moved back to Virginia. He missed sweet tea, so he divorced the wife.
Oh.
What?
He missed sweet tea, so he divorced his wife and got remarried in Virginia. So.
Wow, that is a love for tea, the likes of which I've never seen.
John, what's the name of your hockey podcast? We need to give you a shout because you gave us a shout. So, did you see they gave us a shout out at the end of their latest
Yes.
episode, and
Yes.
also John himself put out
yeah. I thanked him
Hot ice.
I messaged him yesterday.
a
Thanked him.
video, giving us a shout out and telling people to watch our
That's a
show.
random
So,
movie reference.
What'd you say?
I said hot. Is it hot? Called Hot Ice.
Oh, I don't know that movie.
It's not the movie's not called Hot Ice. It's from
Oh,
a movie
oh,
called
oh.
Goon with
Oh.
Sean Wayne
Goon.
Scott.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
It's
fucking
good.
Stifler.
Yeah.
Stifler.
fourth
He's a
line
player.
puck talk. There you go. Go watch that.
You like
Go
a
watch
lot
that
of movies
podcast
with
when this one's done.
Stifler. I guess because he's such an iconic early 2000s comedic actor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but this came out like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Goon?
I have.
Yeah.
Sequel's actually pretty good too, but he's actually he's more straight laced in it. Like he's not
Oh, okay.
Stifler. Like he's actually a pretty good actor.
Yes.
If you haven't seen him in anything else, then you just
one of
see
those things
Stifler.
where you're like, oh, this person is surprisingly good at doing dramatic
Yeah.
roles. A lot of times comedians are.
Yeah.
I feel like there's Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell have both done Will Smith have all done really, really solid.
I'll tell you what, though, when I saw the
dramatic acting.
I saw the number 23 in theaters. It was like one of my first dates with my second ex-wife. and I just was watching that movie, and I'm just sitting there waiting for the punchline, because it's Jim Carrey. It's
right.
it's I couldn't take him seriously at the time.
When are you
I
going to
don't
start
think-
making
well,
faces?
I
Right.
don't think that was the best interpretation of his serious role. Like Truman Show, Man on the Moon, Eternal Sunshine. Those are all phenomenal films where he plays very straight laced
Eternal Sunshine, that one's on my list.
type character. Those are all excellent.
Johnny Mercury says he's got proof that you, John, are from parts unknown and not Niagara Falls.
Really?
I feel like I'll be getting a Facebook message with you with the Ultimate Warrior face paint photoshopped on you.
What kind of proof?
I'm interested in what the proof is going to
DNA
be.
Yes.
proof that you are not of this world.
I'm an alien.
From parts unknown, you're going to load the spaceship with the rocket fuel.
We're up on Hurdle.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Wiggling your ass.
Just moved over there from military
Yes.
So you were at Ted's place.
to Ted's other place.
Yes.
Oh, he owns both of them.
Yes.
So you told me this. Where is this one on Hurdle now?
It's like Hurdle and.
So we're not allowed to say on air. So
Oh,
you.
okay, all right, I'll ask you.
We're not even allowed to send it over Facebook Messenger. We are supposed to text it to.
Okay.
So
All right, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to be getting mobbed with fans
Yeah.
at our practice
I am
spaces.
friends with Ted
Exactly.
on Facebook. So.
Well, I don't care. We're at the music mall.
I think it's more of we're not supposed to let anybody know that there's bands playing at this place.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think
Well,
it's-
I
So-
kind of figured.
Did
Yeah.
you get to see
I
the
see.
basement where the walls are still padded down there? Because
No, I've never seen the basement.
Oh, it used to be an insane.
No, I know that, but
walls are still
I've
padded
never
in the
seen the
basement.
basement.
I was saying, it seems like he knows about the basement because he's just like, why does everybody keep asking me about the basement?
You
They
gotta
did
see
redo the
basement.
bathrooms though.
They did
A
it.
couple
did?
years ago.
Those
yeah.
were
Nice.
fucking nasty last time I was
Yeah,
there.
I mean, it's not like it's a
not-
nice bathroom,
not
but it was
great.
better than it was.
It was coated in black last time I was there.
Yeah,
You didn't want
that's
to touch anything.
Definitely
You
different from
I
that.
don't think
People
they
were like
changed.
shitting on the walls.
Yeah, I think the
Wow.
sink is still original. That
Yeah,
sink is freaking.
but they put some tile in and paint. I don't know. They did a few things. They at least clean it every week.
Yeah, they bleach bomb it every
Yeah.
Saturday. You go in there and catch a buzz.
What'd I do?
Oh
What?
my god.
Johnny Mercury wants to know, John, is Jill still going to use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on you? She said she would.
Yeah.
And
Don't mess
room's
with her.
a little small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too small in here to do that, but I have seen her almost
Don't mess
choke him
with her.
out. So
Almost.
Don't mess with her.
I wasn't there when you actually choked him out.
That's true. You got there and I was on top of him choking him.
Yeah, I asked for help,
I reached out. You didn't. You
And I'm
didn't.
fucking-
You,
asshole.
Andrew.
I tried to help.
He's just laughing at me.
that was true.
I had him
But
we were naked choking.
but Joe was there. Joe can confirm that I did reach out trying to help.
Yep.
See?
There was effort.
Yeah.
Not much, but it was there.
Thanks, Joe.
You have too many wires for me to choke you out.
Laura says, yeah, John's wearing his headphones backwards again.
Am I really?
Yeah. It literally says inside the cup what side of your head it
Are
goes
you
on.
happy?
Yes, because now you don't have a wire going directly across your chest. Laura says she'll train you, John.
There you go.
I don't think mine are. I'm sure my headphones are labeled, but I can just always tell how I feel if they're on backwards. They just don't fit over the ears right.
Which is probably also true of these, but I don't know because I've never put them on backwards.
Right. Yeah. Something that you take for granted.
You know what? Because the wires on these switch, they're the same set of headphones. So he sees me with them on my left side, so he puts his cable on his left side.
Mm.
So, you know, he's just looking at me like,
Just
"Oh, that's the way you
mirroring
put it
what
on."
you're doing, yeah.
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 But his are connected on the right ear, so. Johnny Mercury challenges Jill to a Niagara Falls, New York street fight with John as the special guest referee.
Does it have to be in Niagara Falls?
Yeah, right. That would mean going to Niagara Falls. It doesn't have to be in Niagara Falls, I guess, because I've seen wrestling pay-per-views where they've done Philadelphia street fights in Nashville. So
I don't want to go to the falls again.
yeah, nobody does.
You get AIDS just breathing in the air.
Yep.
Very true.
John and I got dragged down there a couple of months ago.
How'd you get dragged?
He's blocking it out of his memory.
I am.
When we got picked up after the podcast and we went on an adventure to Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That doesn't sound like a match. It's like a nightmare.
that's before you joined the band.
Yeah, that was a long.
It
That
hasn't
was a
been very
few.
long that I've been in the
Right,
band,
exactly.
so-
It was after my broken foot.
Yes, after your broken foot, before Jill
Okay.
joined the band.
How did you break your... Oh, go ahead.
Well, that's a good story.
I was just gonna ask if you guys ever hiked the Niagara Gorge.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Every day
I
run that
did.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run it. You said you run it?
I run it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's an
Got to.
awesome spot. As much as, Niagara Falls is a shithole. The gorge is nice.
It's the only place that's nice there.
So the story of John breaking his foot. John calls me.
Yes.
John calls me, and he's like, "I got some bad news. I hope you don't kick me out of the band over this." Because he always thinks I'm going to kick him out of the band for some reason.
Eventually.
So Laura says a cat broke John's foot. That's
Yes.
not entirely
I mean,
true. So
The cat
John
was on my lap.
So John was dating this girl. He's at her house. He says, "Listen, I was sitting on a couch on the recliner, and my foot fell asleep, and the cat was at the end of the recliner." I'm like, "Oh shit, what happened to the cat?"
I didn't want to bug the cat, so I got up, and my foot was still asleep, and I made the first step, and I put all my weight on one foot, and it snapped.
No. Oh, my God.
But he's telling me this story, and he keeps mentioning the cat, and I'm
And then
like,
she dumped him.
and then she dumped him.
2
Yeah.
days later.
Yeah.
Wait, so you
Wait, what?
your foot was asleep and you put all your weight on one foot and that
Yeah.
was enough to break your foot?
Yep.
He doesn't have very strong
Are you like
bones.
Mr.
Look at him.
Glass from fucking
Yeah.
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Drink some milk.
Yep.
Just shatters.
So I had to
Oh.
drive home with my foot broken. So
Which is the foot you drive.
yeah.
Oh.
And he didn't know his foot
And-
was broken at the time.
Well, I slept on it and I went the next day and it was the size of
It was
a
the smell of fucking
watermelon.
grapefruit. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it's broken. Oh, cool. Now what do I do?
Oh, that's horrible.
Did they have to reset anything?
No,
No. Okay.
no. They
Wasn't that
gave me a
Clean
boot,
break.
some crutches.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's telling me
yeah.
this story and he keeps mentioning the cat. I'm just like, what happened to the cat?
Nothing
Yeah.
with the
You
cat.
can't get caught in the recliner.
I thought like his foot was asleep and he didn't
The
know he
cat-
stepped on the cat and the cat
No,
died. And I'm
no.
like,
Right?
The cat jumped though after I hit the ground. No, but yeah.
don't
so,
lie, John. You stepped on a live chicken.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what happened, and
Jeez.
yeah, I still went to Pittsburgh to a show with him.
We ended up having to take because I don't drive
Yeah.
and he was the ride to everything. So it's just like, all right, let's
Yep.
Up on the bus.
let's take the bus.
So like 2 days later, she dumps me.
Oh.
After that, it's like
Is
Is
it
it
okay,
Good
related
reason?
to the foot?
probably.
Sure, you didn't give you a reason? She's
Nope.
like, we're done. How long were you together?
We
Kind of
went-
diving down to this. We don't need to get into it.
about maybe a month.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It wasn't that long.
No.
She was
I
like,
was
It
over
was
it.
10 years.
Oh my god.
It looks like a broken foot.
Yeah, it's good you realize like early on. That,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Sucked driving home though.
Oh, I bet.
bet.
All the way to Lockport, right?
Did it suck as much as
From-
me
from-
dragging you all around
Yes.
Pennsylvania
she
and
lived
Ohio?
by you, like 5 minutes from you. So
Right.
yeah, driving all the way from
Yeah.
here and back to my
Did
house.
what sucked more, me dragging you around Pittsburgh and Ohio on crutches, or you having to drive home that day?
Ohio.
Ohio was terrifying.
Crutches is a workout, I tell you. It's not easy.
We're by the bus station in Cleveland, and just everybody is telling us this is a bad neighborhood.
"You get a scooter."
Was it near the Agora?
I need a scooter.
Yeah, you need a scooter.
I don't know.
But
But
it's
we're
not a great area.
but it's like this place that the last time I was in Cleveland with Yellow Sauce, we went and ate there. So I was like, dude, we got to go to this place,
Becky's?
Becky's.
Fucking Becky's?
So I'm
You
like,
wanna
let's.
trade spots, motherfucker.
So I'm like, let's go to let's go to Becky's, and we're walking around. We're following Google's directions to get to this restaurant, and it's taking us the complete wrong way, like just
Yeah.
around the building instead of directly to the place we're going.
Wow.
And this dude comes up to us like, "Yo, what y'all looking for?" Because I got the phone in my hand looking for I'm looking for this place called Becky's. Like, yo, this is what you do. You could go past this parking lot, past that next parking lot, and then you'll be at Becky's. Yo, man, you got like $10? I handed the dude like I had a 20. I'm like, here you go, man. Like,
Yeah.
and he's
Go
like,
follow us.
yo,
Go with
man,
it.
y'all need to be careful. This is a deadly neighborhood. Like, yep,
Thanks for telling me.
you're the
I'm on
fourth person to
crutches.
tell us this. Thank you.
Like, I'll be the first one to die. He'll be able to run away. I can't.
Well, you got weapons
fight.
at least.
You're right.
I do have
Had
weapons.
something to hit him with.
Yeah.
I saw, of the Agora, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a show there like 20 years ago or something. It was, I went to go see, it was Napalm Death, Nile, Strapping Young Lad, Dark Tranquility, and Berserker. And it was this wild show. And so if whoever hasn't been to the Agora, there's two sides to it. You walk in and there's a big corridor. What was that?
Somebody's phone went off.
And you walk in this corridor into one side is kind of like a bar venue showplace type place where it's a smaller stage and like a bar and things like that. And the other side is an actual like auditorium where sometimes they'll put seats depending on whatever show's going on. So anyway, there were different shows going on both sides. One side was the show I just mentioned. The other side was Bone Thugs and Harmony and Twisted.
Yeah.
And so whenever there was not a artist playing, like it would just be like these juggalos and then all these like death metal dudes hanging out in this corridor.
I love it. Oh, I love it so much.
I'm actually just surprised there wasn't, at least I didn't see any fights, but I'm just surprised there wasn't more hostility going on at the
I
time.
can see the overlap of the Juggalo death metal
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Cannibal Corpse
See
has
that
played the
Venn
Dark
diagram.
Carnival before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that tracks.
But I was more thinking like the Bone Thug side of it.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
But it was still cool. So
That is cool.
It
That
was
sounds
fun.
like an insane show.
I did meet Devin Townsend and Gene Hoglan that day.
Nice.
I have a photo of the two of them. Well, not two separate photos. Townsend was hammered.
Wow.
And then I'm also next to Hoglan. If you know Hoglan, he's gigantic. And I'm a little dude, so it's like this, like 8 times my size, standing next to this guy.
Wow.
So you guys just put out a new single today, yeah?
Yes.
We did, yeah. It actually was premiered on Decibel Magazine. Well, not necessarily a premiere, but they did they put it on their website.
I was looking for it on because we usually get all the music for the show through Tidal and just loads right into this software I use, but like it wasn't on there, so I'm like, I put in our group chat. I'm like, Joe, do you have a copy of this track? Jill's like, it's on their Facebook.
What?
So I went to your well, because you have the
Why
link.
didn't send
You
them
have
a song.
you have the link
That's
to
probably
the.
at work.
So I used one of those like YouTube to MP3 converters and downloaded off YouTube
it's
video.
all on the
So
drive, man.
it's all good. I got
didn't even
it.
see the message. I think it was at work.
Well, yeah. So
Right.
what I ended up doing is I did this like YouTube visualizer, but I honestly completely forgot about doing DistroKid until Monday. So it's not going to hit some of the streaming services until a few days or maybe even a week from now.
Yeah.
So it's at least on Bandcamp, YouTube, and maybe like Apple and a couple others.
Oh, so I could have legally got it from your Bandcamp instead of just using the fucking YouTube
Well,
to MP3.
I can literally just send it to you right
No,
now
well,
if
I
you
mean,
want.
that too. I already have it. It's,
If it'll
it's
help,
already
yeah.
it's loaded up. It's ready to go.
Yeah. So yeah, we could have.
Wow, I can't believe you had to pirate our music for it to be on your podcast.
It's okay. I'm buying your vinyl.
That's true.
Okay, it cancels out. It cancels out.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Look at that. Ooh.
Double gatefold, colored vinyl available for not the release coming out, but this is for our second full length that came out in 2020.
I almost picked it up at Revolver the other day. I saw it there, and it was
yeah.
like $40. And I'm like, Joe, should I pay $40 here? How much would you charge? He said, I'll give it to you for 40. I said, okay, I'd rather give it to you, like, buy it from you, so you guys get the full 40 instead of like paying Revolver, whatever it is they're gonna take off it. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
but it's cool that I found it at Revolver. I'm like, hey, I
Yeah.
know these guys.
Yeah.
It's we only did 100, and being a gatefold and color double vinyl, like, because it's a 55-minute album, so we literally had to go double vinyl, so our cost on it is not low.
Right.
So
Which
Brian
is
did the art, and he does all the art. And
which is exactly
it's
why we
fucking
only
gorgeous.
have 4 copies of the one that's up on the wall there.
yeah.
So
But thank you, Joe.
Oh,
for
I
picking up
see
the
that.
copy.
Oh, that's
absolutely.
okay.
All right.
So
this
did you just get one for each of you guys then?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then John gave his away, and he's like, "Can I get another one?" Like, I made 4 of them, John. There's 4 in the entire world.
Can I still get another one?
I could get you another one. I just gotta remember where I got them done. So anyway, this is the new song from The Last Train. You guys want to introduce it?
What's that? Sorry.
You guys want to introduce this new song?
Yeah, so this song is called Sands of Fate. This is a collaboration with this other vocalist, Jesse Isadore, who the initial inception of it was before Lauren actually joined. The idea is we were going to release an EP with him, we were going to do an original, and then we were going to do 2 covers, and he was going to pick a cover, we picked a cover, so we did Arch Enemy's Ravenous, and he picked Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You, which we released a video playthrough of it a couple weeks ago. So particularly this song, Sands of Fate, like I said, is an original, and because Lauren joined, basically around the time we were about to start recording this, that she worked with Jesse. They kind of collaborated on the lyrics, and we are going to be shooting a music video for it so shortly. And it will be released on the EP of those 3 songs, but then it's also going to appear on an EP compilation that we were releasing in February, which will feature this EP, the Just Too Darn Loud EP, which was mentioned earlier, of the 80s covers, and a video game medley EP that we put out as well. And that'll be the first time all of them will be released on physical media as well. Just CDs right now. But that's... did you have anything to add?
Just that we had a phenomenal time writing this and recording it. So we hope that you guys like it.
And if you like it and like the vocals, check out Jesse's other project, Design the Void. It's pretty killer progressive metalcore stuff.
What's Narwhal Bloodbath? Does that still exist?
It's still around, but they're pretty inactive right now.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. This is The Last Rain. The song's called Sands of Fate on All WNY Think So Joe Show. The Last Rain on All WNY Think So Joe Show. Joe went to use the restroom. We have a little more room now, just for a minute here.
Oh, he's gonna be summer seated.
He gets
sweaty.
He gets is it sweaty? It is.
Nice and
It is.
warm.
It is toasty in here right now. So
Someone's SD card on the floor.
yeah, it probably fell off the desk. I
Okay.
don't know. There's probably nothing on it important. So
Let's hope not.
let's see. What's it say? Oh, it's my camera SD card,
Oh.
which I don't know.
Oh,
How,
it's not in the camera. Shit.
it's not in the camera, so it's a good thing I didn't hand you the camera the other day. I grabbed the SD card, never put it in the camera.
Wait, what? Oh, that camera?
The ca-
Lisa was way too drunk.
Oh yeah, I mean I saw the pictures that ended up coming out. So
The videos were hilarious.
We did a 3-day run in July where we played Pittsburgh, Akron, Ohio, and then Buffalo. We did the 3 days with Vazia. And I'm mentioning it because I lost one of my GoPros over those 3 days. I don't know where at all, but what I
Power pegger.
Is that really what that's called?
Power pegger.
Oh, come on now. Oh my god.
There's no batteries in it. Anyway, so I lost the GoPros, a Black 5, Hero Black 5 or something like that, and I'm just wondering, like, in the event that it's not just hidden in some crevice somewhere, if somebody did find it, they obviously would have loaded the SD card onto their computer and seen photos of people in it. So you would like to think that they might try to figure out who was the original owner.
right,
maybe I'm thinking too highly of
have too much faith in humanity.
people, which I really don't, honestly, in most cases. I actually had a similar situation where, do you guys know Arlo Price?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's the freak show guy. Yeah. So years ago, we played, when I was in Pollock, about 10 years ago, we played Broadway Joe's, and he was the performer in between bands. And I found an iPod there, just one of those small ones that were out way back when. And I probably went way above and beyond what I should have, but like I didn't have a charger for it, so I actually went to Best Buy one day to plug it in and found photos of him, and I was already friends with him on Facebook, so I reached out to him and got him back his iPod.
Nice. I bet he was thrilled.
Oh yeah, he was overjoyed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Arlo used to live right up the street from me here.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
He's such a cool dude. I always liked that guy. We've been friends for years.
Yeah, he did a charity event with us a few years ago. Not the Living Brain Dead, but when Karina and I were booking shows together, we did a charity event, and Arlo came out, let her stick a drill up his nose.
Nice. I've definitely stapled money to him. He's one of those guys that does like the, like
you notice he didn't say which body part he stapled money to.
Yeah.
It's true.
Everyone staples something, Arlo.
The way Arlo does it is you pay him a certain amount. Like it depends what the denomination of the bill is, where you can staple the bill, right? So
yeah, I think I just did his back. I don't know to what extent he goes with it.
Like $5.
I think it was only $1 or something like that.
Okay.
But he's already paid for the event, and then the extra money that is just tips essentially. So that's why like that other part of it is not as high. I mean,
if you want to put a tip on
The tip?
his tip, then you need to pay more.
I wonder if that's actually.
I believe that is something he will let you do for a certain
know if
amount
it's
of
been
money.
done?
Nice.
I don't know if it's been done. I haven't seen it done.
Wouldn't shock me.
I've seen people staple bills to his ass.
Yeah.
I've seen that man's ass way too many times.
And all the staple marks.
But yeah, Arlo got a new Facebook profile, and Sam was in the chat a couple of weeks ago sending all the clown emojis, and I had the friend request from Arlo, and I'm like, John, I got a friend request from a clown in my inbox. You want to see it?
My girlfriend hates clowns.
Joe, how much money would it cost to staple money to your head? Nah, it ain't happening.
He just talked about breaking his foot from stepping off of a chair.
No, he was asking me how much.
John. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
It ain't happening, man. I'm too pretty.
There's a lot of J's.
Yeah. That's we got the entire Living Brain Dead or J's.
What was your name again?
Jill.
It is a J. Wow.
Yeah.
The JJ's.
We specifically said when we were auditioning singers, like, it doesn't have to start with a J. And she's like, well, my name does start with a J. Am I still able to audition? Like, yeah, sure, come on down.
It's the only stipulation that you put on the Craigslist post.
You're must start with a J, or you must be willing to legally change your name to something that does start with a J. Show us how committed you are.
At your own cost.
Yeah, right.
We did say 3-letter J names though, so Jill was okay because she's got 4.
Yeah.
I
just
would go by
Jill
J,
with one
usually
L.
Jay, but
It could still be Jill with 1 L.
Yeah,
It could.
You have
It could.
we
Gil
got Jay
with
who
one
does our
L.
sound
Yeah.
test. So.
Yeah, why does Jill have 2 and Gil has 1?
Right?
Weird.
Doesn't make sense.
Some
Different-
people spell Jill with a G too.
So would Jill
Yes.
with
Oh, no.
would Gil with 2 L's
Like
be
Gillian?
pronounced Jill?
My aunt in
No, because that's like the gills of a fish.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's get John
Yeah,
another
no,
would you
my-
rather here.
My mother-in-law's sister was named Jill with a G. Gill.
It's so weird.
I guess because Jillian.
Yeah,
With a
people ask me all the
G.
time, how do you spell your name? With a G or a J?
Oh right, Gillian Anderson.
Right.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
where is there a Jillian with a G, but it's a Jillian? Because
Jillian Jacobs.
I went to high school with a Jillian with a J.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gillian Anderson. Smoking hot.
Who is Jillian Anderson
Now
again?
you know he
X-Files.
can't read that, so you have to read it to him.
She's
I know.
Scully.
John Todd.
She's the main
With the bangs?
the main person. Well, besides
John-
Mulder. Obviously.
John, would
Not
you
the-
rather date
okay.
someone allergic to your favorite foods or someone without a sense of humor?
I date somebody
favorite food is
allergic to
Pepsi.
everything, so
I would say I would definitely date somebody allergic to my favorite
Yeah.
foods over someone without a
Yeah.
sense of humor.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah. 100%
John lives
that.
off of Taco Bell, Doritos Locos, Pepsi, and
No.
Wendy's McNuggets.
Don't
Or
listen
Wendy's
to
Nuggets.
her.
Sorry, they're not McNuggets.
what are those Dutch ovens like? Jesus.
John, talk
He
about.
shits it all out within minutes.
John, talk about clowns. Laura wants you
No.
to talk about
He won't
clowns.
eat before shows because he doesn't want to shit. His Tudor Lounge is on
No.
the door.
I've definitely shit in the
Figured
Tudor
that
Lounge
out.
bathroom.
Oh, I don't want to
Did you
talk
say you
about
figured that
clowns.
out? Did you have to shit a Tudor?
Actually, no, I lie. I never shit there. What I used to do when Laughlin's was still open, I would go up to the 3rd floor. They had super nice bathrooms. So whenever we played or I was at Tudor, I would always go up to the 3rd floor
What
of
the fuck
Laughlin's.
is it? Which is
What is
It's the one right next door.
That must be the whiskey. And
Whatever it is
pizza
now.
That's not
whiskey
the
and
Crab Shack?
No, it's called like whiskey.
No,
and
it's literally on the
burger.
corner. You guys remember when it was called Laughlin's, right?
Oh, the one on the corner
Yeah, the
at
corner.
at Tupper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you would go 3rd floor, awesome bathrooms. Nobody would be up there either. It's perfect.
Now they sell $18 burgers and fries.
Right.
These are lame questions that this is coming up with. We're gonna find a good one here. Would you rather forget your date's name or call them your parents' name?
Is this in general or like during something?
That's a good. That is a good. That's a good modifier. It doesn't specify.
Context matters.
We did ask John last week if he would rather have sex in front of his parents or 20,000 screaming wrestling fans.
20,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say wrestling fans.
100%. No
Easy.
question.
Not my parents.
Yeah, give us
Horrible
some
choice.
hard questions, AI. Oh, your Switch is the same color as our Switch.
I don't like that question.
There's a switch over there?
Yeah, there's
Would
a
you
Nintendo
rather
Switch
be
right
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay, yeah.
Would you rather only be able to curse with shit or be able to curse however you want as long as it's not English?
John doesn't really curse. He only says one word.
I'll take the shit.
You just
Wait,
say
so you
pussy all
can't
the
say
time.
shit?
You can only
You-
say shit.
You can only say
You
shit
can
or
only
swear
say
as
shit.
much as you want in a different language.
Oh, I would rather learn the swears to different languages.
I'd probably do that one too.
Yeah, that sounds more.
Yeah, I think same.
You get. I feel like just only saying shit would get really old.
But no one's gonna know you're swearing at them.
Well, the
It's
thing
all
is,
about
like,
the-
Here you go, John.
the
John, this one's
attitude and the
specifically for you.
fire.
John, would you rather eat a 4-inch circumference venomous spider or an equally venomous wasp?
Both.
I thought that was gonna go a different direction.
what?
Yeah, I saw 4-inch, and I was like, this is gonna be good.
But it's John who's terrified of spiders and wasps.
4-inch. Like the body of the spider?
It says 4-inch circumference venomous spider, so yeah, I'd imagine.
Man, I'm pretty experimental when it comes
So,
to
like,
eating. I know
I'm
this is to
gonna-
John, but now I'm just talking anyways.
Well, I mean, it's open to everybody, but it's specifically for John because he hates both of these things.
I don't want to get I'm gonna go with spider.
You could go with the spider. You think
Yeah,
you'd
I'll
get
do it.
stung on the way down if you eat the wasp?
Yeah.
I can see that. I'd go spider because I'm terrified of bees and wasps. Less.
I would probably go for the wasp
I
because
put a spider.
So this
on
is
it.
just a regular sized
I know you
wasp,
did.
right?
I tried to eat it, but you wouldn't let me.
I guess it's a
put it on my
regular sized
symbol.
I know,
wasp,
but I tried to eat it
But a
first.
4-inch
but
round...
it's just as venomous as the 4-inch round spider.
Right, but that's still a lot of eating.
It's still a lot of venom, I would think.
It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like you can just pop that hornet or whatever wasp.
are you
wasp in
dying
your
either
mouth.
way? It's just a matter
I guess
of
it
like,
depends on
how
if
you
you're-
die.
If it's venomous, it doesn't have to bite you. If it's poisonous, you
right,
have to
if it
bite
bites
But
you-
if
if
you're
it bites you-
injecting, it's poison.
You can
then,
ingest
or it's
poison, but a
venom.
stinger could sting your insides.
True.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, if it bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous.
So you can eat a venomous spider.
So it's venomous. It's not
you can
necessarily
eat-
poisonous.
Well, yeah, because you can eat grilled
I
tarantula.
mean, can you like remove the venom glands?
Can
Or
I
you,
eat a black widow? Like, will I die if
think
I eat a
people-
black widow?
I
think
no,
you
you
would
wouldn't
probably-
die, but I don't think people eat black widows.
No.
Hey
You think
Google, would
somebody
you
would
die
die?
if you ate a black widow?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I didn't
Oh,
understand.
I interrupted it. Sorry.
Hey Google, would you die if you ate a black widow spider?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
It doesn't know what the fuck I'm
Too
talking
complicated.
about. I guess so.
I
Jill's
think
just
you
gonna
could-
look it
I
up
mean,
on her
you'd be
phone
ingesting
as
the
I
venom
sneak
no
over.
matter what.
Well, yeah, but people, like I said, people eat tarantulas and they're venomous. but you
No,
won't
no,
die.
tarantulas are not all venomous.
People eat sea urchins, right? Or whatever. those
Yeah,
things.
but like if you prepare them a certain way, it can
Yeah.
be fun. Like pufferfish are
yeah.
very
I've always wanted
venomous
to try
unless they're
that.
prepared a certain way. Yeah. So like, are we talking raw? Are we talking like?
So spiders have venom which must be injected to have an effect.
Yeah,
so
I
you
mean,
can
if it's
swallow
just-
them.
yeah, it's
it
just
There you
has
go.
to
ingested.
be
That's fine.
injected.
But
So like it
as
must
far as the hornet
activate
goes,
when it breaks
it could
its
sting your
skin.
like esophagus, and especially
The
if you're allergic.
hydrochloric acid in your stomach will render the toxic venom harmless.
Oh, fascinating.
Mark's
man, I
Strickland
don't
in
know.
the chat says he prefers swallowing things longer than 4 inches.
All right.
Johnny Mercury wants to know, John, would you rather have Jill knock you out or be thrown into barbed wire?
I'd rather be knocked out by Jill.
I've punched you once or twice.
Yeah.
John saved the animals. You wouldn't eat either of them, is what Laura says.
They're not fucking animals, you dingus.
Yes, they are.
They're insects.
Insects are animals.
We hate her.
Oh, we want someone to. Okay, I see. Gotcha. I would probably eat the wasp because wasps are like assholes to everyone. The spiders usually like aren't fucking with you unless you're fucking with them. I feel like.
Yeah, they just
That's
run
true.
away.
Yeah.
I'm still curious on whether or not it would sting your insides.
The wasp or the
Yeah,
spider?
the wasp.
Depends. Did
Definitely.
you crunch it up before you swallowed it?
The
Like-
stinger is still gonna end up in your mouth somewhere,
Yeah.
so
Well,
something's
yeah.
getting stung.
Yeah.
I would think.
I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless it falls down. Unless you like.
But wasps aren't venomous, though.
No, I'm not saying
Oh,
you would
an
die
equally
from it.
venomous wasp. Is there an equally
Oh,
venomous
I don't-
wasp? Is that even a
Probably.
thing?
Exotic wasp.
For the purposes of this question, we'll assume there is. Laura wants to know, John, would you date a clown or be a clown? Would you rather date a clown or be a clown?
You are a clown. You're a fucking
I'll
ginger.
be a clown. That close to me.
You're a ginger. You were literally born a clown.
I hate clowns.
John,
I'll be a clown.
Jill versus Laura, who
We've become
wins?
one unit. John, Jill.
John Jill versus Laura.
We share a
He
chair.
didn't put a comma in there. He wants to know from John who would win in a fight between you and Laura Moore.
We don't know what Laura looks like. She never sent me nudes.
John,
I asked for them twice.
John, go to bed.
It's.
okay?
I think it's the body of it. Like even when you eat a grilled spider or tarantula, like you just eat the body. Like you don't eat the head.
Sounds so awful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Presumably, if you ate a grilled wasp, you would remove the stinger.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to eating exotic meat and stuff like
Ooh.
that, but not insects.
The
I
other-
could give a shit about eating insects. I just don't understand it.
The other question is, when they sting you, is there like an active anything that they have to do to release the venom, or does it just release automatically as soon as the stinger breaks the skin? Because if you're just swallowing a whole stinger, but the wasp is dead and it can't do the thing that it needs to do to actually inject you with the venom, then I feel like...
Well, can't you still get stung after it's dead? Like, if you, like, go to pick it up, it's still...
You can, but if it's still attached to its body, I think.
Yeah,
But if it's detached, I don't know, because I think they actually... I have no idea. I'm not.
These are very good. These are good questions. I'm going to be Googling this later. I appreciate your Googling skills, Joe.
Some of these are thought-provoking questions that are coming from the Would You Rather bot in the Discord server here.
Yes, good bot.
Yeah, that one's dumb. Here you go. Would you rather be sent into space without enough oxygen or be thrown naked into a pit of deadly scorpions?
I go with
Space. Why the fuck would you pick the other one?
Space.
Why? This doesn't make any sense.
Space.
I'm going with scorpions.
There's a chance that none of the scorpions would sting you. There's no
Small
chance
chance.
that you're surviving if you're thrown out into space.
That'd be an excruciating death, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I mean,
not a pleasant life
there's the
afterwards if you
trade-off.
survived.
Do you want the fear of getting stung and living with the repercussions, or do you just want, like, out?
Do you know what I just think of is that scene in Saw 2 when the girl gets thrown into the pit of needles? Like, that's what I would picture happening if you get thrown into a pit of scorpions. There's no way you're not getting stung.
Well, how deep is this pit of scorpions?
I mean, but here's the thing.
These are the important questions.
But if you're thrown into the pit of scorpions, they're going to get startled. They're going to
that's
sting
what I'm
you.
saying. They're going to sting you.
Yeah.
You know, in space, you basically freeze, as far as I know, before you actually die from.
I would imagine that if they're sending you into space
Yeah.
without enough oxygen, you are like in a spacesuit. You just don't have enough oxygen.
Oh, it's just a long.
So you
burn?
would just
Slow burn?
suffocate. Exactly.
Slowly. Well, you could always just choose to take the suit
Helmet
off.
Yeah, that's
True.
I mean, how awesome of a death would that be? Like it's floating in space, and then you just take the whole suit off, and then you're just this naked.
Oh my god! We're gonna put a song like that on the next album. That sounds fucking awesome. There's gonna be a song about floating naked through space and experience pure bliss seconds before dying. It's gonna be awesome.
And then your naked body falls into a pit of space scorpions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And shatters, and then they just ingest you.
Hell yeah. Becoming space scorpion turd, that's like ultimate goal for me.
They sting stuff. There isn't a defense mechanism.
I think it's. I don't know.
Jill versus a hurricane. Who wins? The name of the hurricane is Hurricane Jill.
I wouldn't survive a hurricane. Am I just like standing out in the open?
You're sitting there with like boxing gloves. You're like about to fight this hurricane.
Isn't that mostly water? Like, I'm gonna drown.
She would
I'm
fit
going
right
down.
in with most
Lots
people
of
from
wind.
Florida.
I'm going down.
Question for Brian: would you rather be unable to listen to music or play music?
Like Beethoven was deaf, or was it Mozart? I can't remember. Beethoven,
Beethoven.
right? Beethoven, yeah. Like Beethoven is deaf and perform music, or
I would imagine something along those lines. You can't hear me. You cannot listen to music, but you can perform music.
Can you hear the music you're playing?
well, you feel it. It's
Right.
Feel the music.
So what was the full question?
Full question: would you rather be unable to listen to music or play music?
So if I was able to listen to music, I couldn't perform music. I couldn't be a musician.
Right.
I honestly would have to go with being a musician because something that I learned about myself a few years ago was that I want the most of me in the universe as possible, which is creating music. It's being a creative. I'm a musician, I'm an artist, and graphic designer, things like that. So, like, if I can put myself out there in as many fucking things as possible that exist beyond me, I'd rather that. I would definitely rather that than, as much as I love listening to music, I would rather that than be non-existent when I'm done.
Okay.
tracks. Brian wants to spread his creative seed around, inspire everyone.
JR just jumped in the
For
chat.
the
JR is
Tens
JR
of
toured
people
with
that
you
listen
guys.
to our music.
Yes.
What'd you say?
I said JR just jumped in the chat. Says what the fuck is up? He toured with you guys
Like
recently.
JR Guys?
JR Guys, yes.
Oh my god!
It's funny because when Joe joined the Living Brain Dead, all I got from John was, I found a bass player. He just got back from touring in a metal band, and I'm like, wait a second, didn't JR just get back from touring with a metal band?
He did.
And I looked, and I'm like, who's the metal band? Oh, it's The Last Rain. Who's their bass player?
Yeah.
And I found Joe's profile. I'm like, John, is this the guy?
Yes.
He didn't tell me who it was. He's just like, I found a bass player. Like, okay.
JR was a huge help to us doing those 3 dates we did in July. We jammed with him for a couple months leading up to those 3 dates, and we did the 3 dates together. Like I said, those are the same dates we did with Amavazia.
He and his wife drove us around in their truck.
Yeah,
Had
they
a
did.
trailer, and it was awesome. And
It was a
we
great
had
few days.
Fucking awesome drummer for our shows.
Yeah,
It was really fun.
it was a lot of fun. It was kind of neat because it culminated in our show in Buffalo where JR played most of the set, but then we also ended up essentially having every other drummer from The Last Rain play a song, where the initial idea was we were going to bring up Dave, who is JR's younger brother, who was our original drummer, who was on Expulsion from Paradise, was going to come up and do a song. And then, just literally like the day of, it was discussed that Ryan, who performed on the Sands of Fate song you guys listened to earlier, and Vince, all three drummers ended up doing a song. So JR did most of the set in Buffalo, and then we had Dave. Literally just said Dave. Just blanked on his name for some reason. Dave, then Vince, and then Ryan, and then JR came up and did one last song, and that was the set. It was a blast. But yeah, it was a great 3 days. He did a great job, and we definitely thank him a lot for helping us out. It's cool that he's watching the video.
Yeah,
We got to hit a song break real quick, but he's talking about you starting a fight drunk at 1 a.m. at Sheetz.
Well, I didn't start a fight. I was just being loud.
Said you almost started a fight.
Well, what happened was like I was ranting about something completely unrelated to anybody else, and there was a couple other people that were kind of making like quiet comments that like JR and Darcy were like hearing and things like that. And we're like, why is he being so loud?
We were just waiting for our burritos, and being just very obnoxious.
So Brian's standing there like Homer Simpson. Where's my burrito?
Basically,
Where's
yeah.
my burrito? All right. This Friday night up at the Bug Jar, 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester, opening for the Schizophonics along with the Low Spirits. That show at 8 p.m. $10 advance, $15 day of show, 21 and up. This is a band called the Dirty Pennies out of Rochester, and this song's called "Where's My Dad" on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Thank you very much. This is our last song. It's called "Where's My Dad?"
Cool.
This is our last song. It's called "Where's My Dad?" Where's my dad? Where's my dad? Where's my dad? Where's my dad?
Well, that was the Dirty Pennies from Rochester. We weren't expecting it to be that short. I should have looked before I hit play. Darcy wants to know how your spicy meat stick was.
No, it wasn't a Slim Jim. It was called fat something. It was something. It was a jalapeno flavored fat stick or something. I don't know. It was something that I bought
Put your
at
fat
Sheetz.
stick in the power peg.
Yeah. It was okay. You know, all of those, like, packaged jerkies and things like that, they always sound way better than they ever are actually tasting. It was okay.
Pretty much.
I didn't end up even eating it that weekend, and it was like, I kind of forgot about it and ate it like 3 weeks later.
It was at your house.
Yeah.
When I was over.
You have to let it age. That's part of the
Yeah.
process. Yeah. Let it dry out a bit more.
Right.
I was asked, one has to go, San Francisco 49ers or the Buffalo Sabres. I'm sorry, I got to let go of the Sabres in that scenario. Tough choice. But I have to let go of the Sabres in that. Which we're missing
What's
the Sabres
the-
game right now. I didn't even know they were playing tonight. So
What are you basing that choice on? You just have a love for
History.
the 49ers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever
Gotcha.
live in San Francisco, or
I
you just like?
I did not. Everybody asks me that every time they find out I'm a 49ers fan. I was like, were you born in San Francisco? I'm like, no. Just, I grew up, I had a friend when I was growing up who was a 49ers fan, and my mom was a Cowboys fan, so that was a no-brainer. Like, yeah, I'm going to root against the team that's the rivals of the Cowboys. Like,
Who was the big player? Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice, Joe
Yeah.
Montana, yeah.
Okay, yeah. The little snippets that I know about some sports, I can handle a conversation here and there.
I went to my first NFL game back in December. I was in San Francisco for the Metallica 40th anniversary shows, and I was like,
I had a few friends that went to that.
I was like, I might as well go to the 49ers game while I'm here. And they played the Falcons and won, so it was my first NFL game. I live 10 minutes away from an NFL stadium. That was my first NFL game.
That's cool.
Just
that
going
funny
through
how
all my
that
new
works?
vinyl over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Limp Bizkit. Oh, yes.
When I was a kid.
I had a weird connection with football a long time ago
Was it
when I was in
hot dog
high
flavored
school.
water?
Yeah.
My dad was always a big, Buffalo fan, Sabres and Bills. Obviously, like I said, he used to take me to Sabres games all the time, but I was never big into football, and my birthday is February 1st, so the Super Bowl tended to always happen around my birthday.
Right.
And obviously, we all know the history of the Bills and the Super Bowl. Anyway, so this is not related to the Bills, but I think sophomore year of high school, maybe like 2019, because I'm fucking old, 1996 or 7, I was like, I'm going to get into football. And I just randomly picked the Denver Broncos.
Ugh, I have that.
And
Randomly picked them?
if anybody knows the history of the late 90s of the Denver Broncos, they fucking won the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. And those were
Holy
the 2
shit,
years
there's
that I
more.
followed them. Because
I am
the
not.
first year that I picked was
There's
supposed to
corn.
be John
And
Elway's
kitty.
last year. He was going to
There's
retire
kitty.
that year. And then they ended up winning against Green Bay. And then he stuck around for another year. They won again,
So good
I think
fall.
against the Ravens, and then he retired. But man, they had a fucking killer team those 2 years.
So the years you were rooting for the Broncos, they won the Super Bowl. So
Yes.
you got a lot of Bills fans probably watching this right now. Like, dude, you need to start rooting for the Bills.
Right, exactly.
We need your energy.
But you don't want me to go to Sabres games because people will die.
Apparently
Yeah,
so.
No hockey. No hockey allowed.
No hockey for you.
Bills fans, what? They just don't do tables.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
flaming
So
people on tables.
right. You got to start jumping through tables and singing,
Right, yeah.
70-year-old Isley Brothers songs. And
Yeah.
JR said to play some new Last Train. We did earlier in the show.
You missed it, dude. You missed it. You could find it on YouTube, though.
Yes, you can.
It's called Sands of Fate.
That's where I found it.
Yeah.
Because nobody sent it to me.
Because somebody didn't send it to him.
They're just like, yeah, we're coming on the show. And then I just didn't have the music. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just steal it.
Well, they shut off Discord at my work, so if I'm on the Wi-Fi, it just doesn't go through.
Gotcha.
'Cause Discord's hacked, I guess.
When
Security risk.
I've worked corporate jobs, I didn't bother going on their Wi-Fi because they do block stupid shit. So
Yeah.
Oh, mine doesn't.
where do you work?
We're at a bank.
Which one?
I'm not saying.
NDA.
All right. Was it the corporate office or like a branch?
A branch.
Okay.
But well, I technically work at like the main corporate office.
Okay.
Well, I work from home and the Wi-Fi's.
Hey, John, would you rather get killed by your partner or get killed by your best friend?
These questions are so disturbing.
Why are you always getting like?
I really get killed
Mauled
by.
and broken up with, and poor John.
Hey, John's used to that second one.
I am. I really get killed by my partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want me or Jill to kill you?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, we could make it happen right now. I mean, we can't. We'd have to cut the camera because you can't show that
That
on
would
YouTube.
imply that you're
You
his
won't-
best friend,
Yes.
which
Also true.
might not be the case.
And
Also
you,
true.
You won't have a drummer. I mean,
Also true.
Well,
Who's
his
gonna jump
last
for
best
you?
friends. We don't want to talk about
No, we don't want to talk about those assholes.
Joe, would you rather want to have multi-platinum success with Living Brain Dead or multiple Stanley Cup wins for the Buffalo Sabres? That's a tough one.
Fuck that. No, go with the band.
Yeah, no question.
You're not playing for the Sabres.
This
Right.
is true. This is true. No, I think I would. I think multi-platinum success.
You're stuck in the
And you
chair.
have your
Because
own success.
multiple asking multiple wins for the
Come on,
Buffalo
bet.
Sabres means that they can at least win it once.
Yeah, but
we
it
get
does,
mul-
We have this in
does
waste.
does no personal good.
No.
You are
From a
correct.
personal level that they win, it benefits everybody else but you.
Yeah. You get that dopamine rush being a
Yeah.
fan and seeing that. But
Right.
That like team camaraderie like, people get when their team does well, but that's it.
I mean, because unlike most people in the city, I've seen my team win Super Bowls.
San Francisco.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it sounded like a burn, kind of.
I mean, I'm not offended, so whatever.
Oh, nobody in this room's offended, I'm sure. But I don't think anybody currently watching is offended either. But that's
They're just like, yeah, we know.
got to get that dig in. I'll tell you, the Bills lost this weekend. And my entire Facebook timeline is, oh man, the Bills fucking suck. Josh Allen ain't it. What the fuck? Like, weren't you guys 2 weeks ago? Like, we're going to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen is God. Like, come on. It's
I
a
mean,
loss.
This is,
They'll bounce back.
well, not necessarily. Like, this is, and this is typical Bills fashion. They do amazing the first half of the regular season, and then they just fucking choke.
He said it, not me.
Hey, whatever.
Pressure gets to be too
My
much.
friends know I'm not a big sports or Bills fan, so whatever. I'm not going to offend anybody that didn't already know. And don't get me wrong, like, I'd like to see the Bills go to the Super Bowl. And I watched the Chiefs game last year, and that was a fucking, the one that, obviously, they got knocked out of it, but, like, that was a nail-biter. Like, it's not like I don't want the hometown team to succeed, because I also think it'll help the city. But, we'll see.
I mean, John and I have both gone on record to say that if the Bills ever did win a Super Bowl, we'd be out of town for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it because the fucking town's gonna burn up in flames?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're on the next plane out of here. I don't know where,
It's like
but
on St. Patrick's Day, just like don't go out.
I don't know anybody's age in the room except for my personal bandmates, but who remembers when the Bulls won the championship in the 90s?
Me.
They fucking blew that town up.
Yep.
Like, that's basically what's going to happen in Buffalo if the Bills ever won the Super Bowl.
like that Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty.
Sabres. Yeah.
Well,
Bruce
no,
Almighty, I watched
you're
that
talking about
1,000
Ace
times
Ventura,
growing
right?
up.
No, I'm talking about Bruce Almighty.
Because there was that that's right, because
Yeah.
they did do the because he made it that the
Sabres
Sabres
won.
won.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
There was a riot.
And it was just riots.
That's how it's gonna be,
Yeah.
but worse.
Oh yeah, no, it would be awful.
I don't remember that from Bruce Almighty, but maybe I don't
Yeah,
remember it
because
I
that was-
wasn't in Buffalo when I was watching the movie.
There
so
was
it
that
didn't
scene
register.
where he just answered yes to all of the wishes.
Oh yes,
And that
yes.
was one of them. They're like, "Let the Sabres win Stanley Cup,"
Okay.
and the town just rioted.
Yeah, it sounds.
But I
about
do
right.
think that if the Sabres won, it wouldn't be like if the Bills won.
No, it would be.
It would be.
The Bills won to be
It'd be.
the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if the Sabres won, I'd be out there rioting with everybody. But
I
if the
don't-
Bills win, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I don't think it would be anywhere nearly as bad.
Yeah, no, it won't. But like, if the Bills ever won a Super Bowl, yeah, I'm out of here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Go get a nice hotel room somewhere.
Right.
Nice warm climate because it'll
Go
be
to-
February.
Go to Aruba.
Yeah. Just go to wherever the team that lost the Super Bowl's from.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Like, sorry guys, that sucks.
They might be rioting too. You never know.
I mean, I did see Montreal Canadiens fans riot after winning a round, the first round of the playoffs. So,
Just the first round?
Just the first round.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Like, your team has the most championships out of, like, any team in sports history, and you guys are rioting after the first round win? Wow.
It's like, you're going to have to maintain this energy. You guys going to be able to do that?
I mean, I think the Bills
Keep it
fans
sustainable. Yeah.
They just run on alcohol.
It certainly seems that way. I went to one Bills game.
Liquid bread.
Well,
One
no, you can't just go to a
time,
game. You need to go to a tailgate down by the stadium.
Oh,
That's
I've only
really when
watched
you
through
get
the
the
tailgating people, but yeah.
full experience. And I've done it a few times. It's a time, man. There was one time when I went, this doesn't actually have to do with alcohol at all, but like we were hanging out, you go there at like 8 in the morning or something like that, and there was a guy that was going around handing out slices of a pepper, like a hot pepper, kind of intentionally trying to fuck with people. I'm actually a heat guy, so I like hot sauce and make my own and whatnot. And
He even grows the peppers.
I do. So anyway, this guy was like intentionally trying to like fuck with people, and so it was probably like a scorpion pepper or something like that, and whatever it was, I ate it. It was fine. But I remember one guy ate a piece, completely unsuspecting of what it was, and I remember he got so upset. His like face is like glowing red. He's like sweating, his tears coming down his face. He got so upset. He put his glasses on, put his hood up, and went and sat in the back seat of a car for a little while, for like 20 minutes.
Oh my god. I've seen people react a lot of ways to heat, but never with anger.
He was so mad.
New.
He was just so embarrassed. Like the whole thing. It was just happened.
Oh god.
But yeah, tailgating's an event.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, of course, you're like having a cookout outside in a parking lot, and there's people around. It's an outside cookout party. How is it not fun?
I'll tell you what, anytime I travel out of town, though, and people are like, oh, where are you from? Like, I'm from Buffalo. Oh, that's where everybody puts people through tables.
I get the weather a lot when I travel abroad.
You're like, oh, how do you like the snow?
But then again, abroad,
Abroad, they're not thinking about the football team.
Yeah, when I travel,
you go to another
States,
football city, somebody's going to be, the tables,
And there are Bills bars that...
I was in an Uber in San Francisco, and wearing Niners gear, and this guy's asking me about Bills fans putting each other through tables. I'm like, I don't get it either, dude. I don't know.
It's like, hey, listen, I don't speak for those people, all right?
Yeah.
I'm my own person.
Like, I had a Buffalo Bills birthday cake when I was like 8, but that was 32 years ago, so 33 years ago.
The real question is, was it a good cake?
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember.
It was probably a perfectly adequate grocery store cake.
It most likely
With
was.
3
Yes. I'm sure it was
inches
from
of icing
Tops.
on top.
I guarantee it was from Tops. So.
Yeah.
So yes, probably a very adequate grocery store cake.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
In Florida, we have Publix.
I got a silly one.
Publix cakes.
Tops versus Wegmans.
See, my whole family worked at Tops, so I got to go Tops.
Okay.
They're both expensive.
They are. They're both expensive.
Aldi's.
Yes.
Walmart's.
Yes.
Walmart and Aldi's.
Aldi's and Trader Joe's.
But they're also expensive.
Trader Joe's is not that expensive. Aldi, though, is not. Legit.
Aldi's is not.
Yes.
Trader Joe's, isn't that
Aldi
like
is the shit.
hipster shit?
Kinda. It is kind of hipster shit. And they actually, I've just heard this. This is not like official or anything. I have heard that A, they only hire like really hot people. And B, that they train their cashiers to be like a little too friendly.
Where?
To be, like a little flirty at Trader Joe's.
It's like that Seinfeld episode.
Which one?
The one where Elaine thinks that that the owner is only hiring, well-endowed women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous women.
And I mean, there's like corporations, like of course do that. Like Did you ever wear Abercrombie and Fitch, or like know girls who wore Abercrombie and Fitch or Hollister clothes?
Oh, yeah.
growing
I
up?
never wore
All of a sudden, this chat turned into an LFO song.
Yeah, right.
And I just for my blood. My mama bought me Walmart clothes.
Yeah, right. I remember one time I went in there looking like I do now, like I'm not like a big person, and they looked at me and they were like, "I don't think we're gonna have your size." Like I was like 15. They were like,
Wow.
"Yeah, we're not gonna have your size," like very disdainfully, and I remember being like,
You fucking fat ass,
fucking
get out.
heartbroken. Right, exactly. And then I grow up and find out that the CEO of those companies like explicitly only hired like skinny hot girls to be at the front of their store. So I'm like, maybe I wasn't being too sensitive. Maybe I was right. I feel vindicated.
Yeah, they got the lawsuit, and then they ended up still getting away with it because they would only hire cashiers/models.
Yes.
So then they still just continue to do it.
Right.
Because
exactly.
all their cashiers are models.
Yep. Just adapt, improvise, overcome.
Yeah. That's great.
I like this glowy Tetris
thing,
cube.
yeah.
That's very like
Oh.
pleasing.
No,
It does move.
It does, yeah.
You can take it apart and put it back together. Yeah.
You can.
That's really cool.
I think when you take one off, it turns off though, right?
No, when you take one off, only the one turns off unless you knock the magnet off. Like that just happened.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, it's-
cool.
Yeah, it's like those like 80s touch lamps, but just in the shape of Tetris.
Something really depressing. I tried to. So my husband's a big nerd, and he loves like. I found like these vintage Rubik's cubes online, and they were like hexagon shaped. They were like really weird shaped, and I was like, oh, I want to get in these Rubik's cubes. They came in like the day after Christmas, and I'm like locked myself in the bedroom, like frantically trying to wrap them, and these fucking things like fell apart in my hands.
No.
They both literally just like all the cubes just popped apart.
That sucks.
And just fell all over the carpet. I was just like, fuck. So he heard me like cursing, and he walks in, and I'm just like picking up Rubik's cube all off the fucking carpet, and his gift was ruined. Yeah, I was like, I feel so terrible. I want to get you something else. He was like, don't even worry about it.
It's one of those. It's the thought that counts.
Right,
Like, it was such a thoughtful
He's
gift.
like, I see what you tried to do. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Like I got sent guitar picks for Father's Day, and it's just like I don't need these at all, but it's such a thoughtful gift that I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah, it's like, I know you like guitar. Here you go. I guess it's one of those things you can't have too many of.
I guess.
You
I
won't
mean,
use them though, because every
Yeah.
guitar player is very specific style of guitar pick they use.
Oh, I get, yeah.
no, I use them.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, she sent me the Fender celluloid.
Oh, you dropped the pegger. You dropped
And
the
oh,
pegger.
the camera. Is it just
drop
the
the power
just
pick.
the monitor that moved?
Camera too, because the camera's up on.
Oh,
up,
it's
yeah, but no, she sent me these the Fender celluloid picks, but she asked our former singer Katie what gauge of picks to buy.
Oh, okay.
So Katie's like, hey, this might seem like a stupid question, but what size guitar picks do you use? And I'm like,
Is that a stupid question?
mediums?
I don't necessarily think that would be a stupid question though, because everybody uses it. I use the little tiny jazz stubbies.
I know a few people that use those.
Yeah, he uses my the ones that are worn out.
I was at his house a couple of weeks ago. He handed me one. Started playing his guitar. I'm like, man, these are actually kind of nice.
He's into the stubbies.
They're super nice because they're solid and they give a good amount of action.
Is
Which
it in
really
Back
nice.
to the Future where he has like a super shiny metal pick and it like zooms in on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
I
like,
have
oh
metal
yeah,
picks.
you know that's gonna sound.
That was
sick as
that was
hell.
the beginning of the first movie.
Okay, yeah.
When he
the
plugs in
first
all the
one.
shit and then he blows himself
Yes,
away. Yeah.
yes. Oh my god, iconic.
I have metal picks. I hate them. I don't understand the point of them.
Yeah, I don't.
Why is it? What's not to like?
It just like the metal on metal is just like a weird.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
Okay,
Yeah,
not a good.
It's off.
I've tried some
sensory thing.
experimental
I didn't
picks and
know that was a
stuff,
thing.
and they just didn't.
I think Vincent those stone picks or whatever.
Well, it was
Stone.
stone, but they kind of look like they actually almost kind of look like the stubbies a little bit, but they're made out of a certain type of rock.
John looks terrified. John looks
for rock music.
terrified because Laura wants to know if John would give up the drums or marry a clown.
Yeah,
Just marry a clown. I'm not giving up the drums.
I have a question about the clown. Are they just like a clown for their job, like a birthday clown, or are they like full-time clown mode?
Like all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the
Okay.
time.
Oh, they're
Like in the
always a
Terrifier
clown.
movie.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's
gotta
hard.
see that.
Has people have? But have you seen the first one?
No, I gotta watch
And you
both.
can't divorce the clown.
Oh, damn it.
First one's good.
He may kill you.
Full-time
A
clown.
murderous
Full-time
clown.
clown. Full-time clown
Guess
can't
I'll
divorce
take
the
one
clown.
for the team.
I
You're
feel
gonna
like
marry-
you could change the instrument you play.
It's-
Just give up the drums and just pick a different instrument and still be happy.
Fucking
You don't
brutal.
want to see him play the guitar.
It's
No,
fucking brutal.
that would be good. Oh man, I
pretty
guess
bad.
you're kind of
Don't
SOL.
The only thing I know is vocals and or drums. That's it.
We did go look to
Gotcha,
buy a
yeah.
cajon though. We looked at them.
Yeah.
Your cajon.
Cajon. It's a
Yeah.
Box.
wood instrument.
Yep. Little box you sit on and you drum on it.
Yeah.
John wants to start a folk punk band and he wants to play the cajon. And he's gonna get dreadlocks.
No.
I'm sure JD
Got a
and
long
Robin
way
will
off
let you
with
join
the
Spit for
dreadlocks.
Trash.
Probably.
Yeah, we better start those up now.
Yeah.
I gotta give a shout out to all the bands that played on
Yes.
over the weekend with
Thank you.
us at Tudor,
Fuckers.
Clockers and Smitten for Trash and
And
Lee Duke.
Leah Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, do.
I love
JR
them.
says once a drummer, always a drummer. Got some solidarity there.
Push me.
Yeah, shout out to all the bands we got to play with over the weekend, all the people that came out and hung out with us and came to see us, and just stuck around and dealt with us trying to play cover songs with me singing. So
You don't
And
normally
Joe?
do the vocals?
no.
No.
Jill had her
okay.
first show.
It was Jill's first show with us, Joe's second show with us.
I couldn't
John's
hear
like
And we
30
got to
something.
celebrate
Fuck you, John.
Joe's
Of course,
birthday.
of course. Something has to go wrong.
148 years old, everybody!
You added 100
I
now?
like
Yes.
it completely.
Wait till you turn 150. 2 years from now.
I look good for 148, don't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to all the bands that played with us, and just the door guy that came out and worked for us, and Jay for coming out and doing sound,
Yes.
Tudor for hosting us. Always great.
Good guy.
So, you guys want to add anything before we get out of here? Plug anything you got coming up?
Yeah, well, we have, so as, you know, Sands of Fate just came out today, we'll technically be releasing a digital copy of the EP in January, which will feature the third song, which is our cover of Arch Enemy's Ravenous. And then the physical copy of the EP compilation, which is called Endangered Pieces, which will be released on February 10th. And then we have our next local gig, February 11th at Mohawk Place, which will be with The World Without Us from Philadelphia, who we played with last year in Philly. And then we're also bringing on Pale Hell and the Dreadnecks.
Nice.
It's gonna be a solid show. So hopefully you guys can come out and enjoy it, and it's gonna be a good time. We're also performing our album Evolution in its entirety, which is the album we released on vinyl. So that'll be the first time ever we're doing that in its entirety, but also performing a few songs that we've never played live.
And if you want all this information, you can follow us on Instagram, The Last Rain, and Facebook.
Yeah, Instagram,
Last Rain.
the both of them, you just look up The Last Rain, you'll find us on Instagram and Facebook. You know, we're on all your
Spotify.
streaming platforms and all that
We're
stuff.
not verified though, so
Well, we're not on Twitter.
right, we're not.
We
on
are not on
Twitter,
Twitter,
we're not on
so we don't need to be verified.
Yeah.
But if you find us, it's the real account.
Yes.
I mean, if there's a fake account out there for us, I mean,
Well, that means we've made it.
Right.
you know
That
what's?
means we've made it.
I actually saw that there was a funny. So obviously, you know about the verified thing on Twitter. There was a funny account that people were paying, pretending to be Coca-Cola, or no, sorry, pretending to be Pepsi and being verified and said Coca-Cola is better. I thought it was fucking hilarious because I like
Let
Coke,
me.
but I thought it was funny. Anyway,
All right.
thank you for having us, Joe.
Thank
you
you
so
guys for
much.
coming on the
Appreciate
show. We appreciate
It's
you.
great to meet you
Thanks,
guys.
Joe.
Coming up this next Wednesday, we might not be here next Wednesday because I'm planning on going to a show or the Sabres game. I'm not sure which. So, so next Wednesday
It's
at
the day
Mohawk
before
Place,
Thanksgiving.
which is yes, it is
yeah.
Drinksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I got a show too.
Skamagachi, Murder, Pretty in Plaid, and this band Loveboxx that we're about to play. 6:30 p.m., $10 pre-sale, $13 per day of the show, 18 and up. This is Loveboxx. This is their new single. It's called Anxiety on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. We will see you next week.
Thanks again.
Thank you.